Hello everyone and welcome to The Sims Medieval. It's an interesting game that's based, well, it was made around the same time as The Sims 3, so that'll tell you something about that. The music's actually quite loud. I might want to turn it down a little bit. So... I'm just gonna turn everything down a little bit. Oh wait, no, not that. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better, I think. Right? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so The Sims Medieval is kind of The Sims merged with an RPG. And I've played it a little bit in the past. I've never gotten through all of this. And it's telling me to essentially do the very first things, which of course would make a lot of sense. So if you're expecting this to be a lot like the Sims games that you've probably played quite a bit, it's only going to resemble that so much. Obviously, it's set in a medieval time. It is not set in the day and age of the other Sims games. And so we're going to pick this ambition, New Beginnings. And we're going to hit play, I think. Oh, you earn achievements as you play, which increases your Watcher level. So we, the player, is technically called the Watcher. Get achievements to advance past the Peepsmith level. When you start a new game with the New Beginnings ambition, you begin with 50 quest points, which you spend to embark on quests and adventures. Click on the round green play button to start your game. Oh, we have to name our kingdom. We are, of course, the Pegasus Kingdom. Do I have to put kingdom? It might be Pegasus Kingdom. Select the throne room. So we have way more funds if we start with an unfurnished throne room. So I think we're going to do that, because only having $1,000 doesn't sound that good. Although it is medieval times, that was probably a lot of money, but I don't really think it is in the game. It's also been several years since I played this game, so don't expect me to remember any of how to play it. But we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully it's going to be a fun adventure where I can get farther in this game than I did before. You are now in kingdom mode. This is where you manage your kingdom and place buildings. Keep an eye on the upper right corner of the screen. Important messages and story points show up there as you play. These buttons control the camera. Above you can see a state. Actually, that's right where my face is. Hold up. I'm going to move down there. Alright. Above you can see the state of the kingdom. This panel has summary of the kingdom's current status, renown and resources. Right now the kingdom needs a monarch. The monarch is a hero sim that you need to play the game. A monarch lives and works in the throne room. Click on the green map marker over the throne room to see the building's details. On the building details, you'll choose a monarch to occupy the throne room. Click on learn more to learn about how many other types of heroes you can unlock. So we have a lot. So blacksmith, priest, knight, merchant, monarch, different types of priests, physician, spy, wizard. So all those important things. So we need to click here. The throne room is the nerve center of the royal palace and the hub of activity for running the day-to-day operations of the kingdoms. So we need a new monarch. So we can choose one of these, or we can create our own. And in the Sims, I mean, come on, creating your own Sims, part of the fun. Welcome to Create a Sim. Would you like a brief lesson on creating Sims? I think I know how to do that. So we'll just make it me. Why not? Although I do remember something that happens, and that's going to be sad later, but we're just going to be Peggy Sis, because we're just that kind of person. Maybe I'm somewhere around there. I know I have a deep voice for a girl. Adjust blush. So we can zoom in, of course, which is, spinning is very fast. So we can zoom in, we can add blush. I have a fair amount of just natural color in my cheeks most of the time because of my very, you can give wrinkles, my very light skin. So you can make her be very large or very thin. We'll go somewhere kind of in between. And we can adjust muscle size. I would not say I'm particularly muscular, but maybe somewhere around there. And we have traits, so we of course want to put in traits and a flaw. So let's look through them. It's like I said, it's been a really long time. Adventurous, thrill seekers, love to go out on expeditions. The more dangerous, the better. Chivalrous, kind, courteous, and loyal, adhere to the noble ideas of courtly love. Creative cook, spices the variety of life. Your Sim's got plenty of it. How much cooking is a monarch gonna do? Probably not a lot. Dedicated, love their jobs, often take a heavier workload they can really handle. Getting more stuff done has high rewards though if they're up to the challenge. This might be a good one. Earthy. Earthy Sims love the natural world and love being outdoors. They also look great in brown or green outfits. Eloquent. Gift of gab, just a few words are enough to convince, inspire, or comfort. Evil, probably not. Take delight in the misfortune of others and prefer to lead a life as far away from goodness as possible. Having an evil monarch could definitely be interesting, but since we're trying to make this kind of like me, and this is the only time I'm going to do this, I'm not going to make every sim like me because that would get really boring. Excitable, get excited about everything. Friendly, fun-loving, good. So greedy, haggler, hopeful orphan. On a quest to find their long-lost parents, they're out there somewhere. Jokester, loves family. Scholarly, strong desire to learn everything they can about the world around them. Solitary, unkempt, vain. Whale ate my parents. Carnivorous, some eating whales are a constant threat back in medieval times. Indeed, legend has it that the ocean was formed from the tears of orphan children whose parents were devoured by these underwater menaces. This doesn't seem like a trait. This just seems like a history. But let's put... let's not put scholarly. I usually do that for myself. Let's put fun-loving and dedicated. Okay, so now we have to choose a fatal flaw. Bloodthirsty, always looking for a fight, never back down. Compulsive gambler, obsessed with games of chance, especially when money is on the line. Cowardly, cruel, cursed. The fates are unkind to Sims afflicted with the cursed trait. Things never seem to go their way. Drunkard, love-hate relationship with various intoxicating beverages. Fool, somewhat scatterbrained, lacking in common sense. Easily get distracted and often get lost. Glutton, always hungry. Hubris, so full of themselves they successfully do things and become blinded by their own hubris. Insecure, don't have a lot of confidence, especially in regards to socializing. Often nervous and get depressed if their social life isn't going well. Insomniac, this would be accurate for me. I have terrible insomnia sometimes. Difficulty falling asleep. This means they're tired during the day, sometimes fall asleep when they decidedly do not want to. Licentious, romantically inclined but not exactly in a wholesome way. They're always looking to get some action regardless of propriety or consequences. Misanthrope, nothing but disdain and contempt towards their fellow Sims, won't hesitate to show it. Morose, so this is sad. Punny, or puny. Puny. Puny Sims are physically weak and feeble. They rarely can hold their own in a fight. Strenuous activity quickly leaves them tired and sore. Uncouth, so foul speech. Weak constitution, fragile and trouble withstanding sickness. Their delicate stomachs will often give them trouble after eating and drinking. I don't really want any of these, but let's go for Insomniac because it's actually fairly accurate. So those are our traits. And then we can move on to actually what my sim looks like. So there are a lot of interesting hairstyles in here. There aren't a ton, but that just is kind of the way it is. This one's pretty, and can I change the color? Like, my hair's kind of a really, really dark blonde, even a little darker than that, but it's not that color either. Maybe something like this. It's close. Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty good. Alright, so yeah, we've got a lot we can do. My hair's pretty long, so we could go for a longer hairstyle. And braids were not uncommon in these days, just because you could leave your hair in a braid for a long time. I usually leave my hair down, though, something like this, except my hair's longer, it would actually come down to like here-ish. But I don't think there are any particularly long hairstyles other than the braid. Even then. Now our hair looks really dark from like back here. Yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Having trouble deciding. This, I don't brush my hair back like this, but I don't know. I have to choose between this and the braid. I like the braid. I don't like that. And my hair is not curly, not even a little bit. I can't get my hair to hold a curl. So maybe like that. That might be best. But see, now my hair is really bright. Maybe something more like that. So we'll go with that. And then we can do eyebrows as well. They're fairly bushy eyebrows. And can we just match base hair color? There we go. This is where you realize you don't know what you look like, because you're like, what do my eyebrows look like? None of these look very good. I mean, mine doesn't curve down that much. It curves down a little bit. Maybe something like that? Maybe. Alright, face shape. This is where I am terrible. I can't determine what I look like. I know I have a longer face. And it's kind of ovally and kind of not. I know all of you are looking at my webcam right now trying to figure out if I'm lying. So this part's probably not going to look anything like me because I swear I don't know my own facial features. I do know I have green eyes. That much I know. Maybe? They're all so similar. So this game definitely doesn't have like the variety of a base Sims game, but it has a lot of aspects that the other games don't have. No, my nose doesn't tip up at the end. So you can go to advanced. I have a fairly large nose, but I don't think it's that big. No, I don't really want to change that nose length. My nose sticks out a fair bit. So we could have done that with the eyes as well, but like I said, I just don't really know how to do that. Now my nose looks really big on my face. That's probably about what I look like. Okay. I think I look about like that. I think. Pretty sure I do. We're just gonna go with it. So then we choose if we're gonna have makeup or not. If we're gonna keep it true to life, I very rarely wear makeup. I almost never do. So we'll just keep it like that. And then we have our choice of a couple of dresses. So this, I guess, would be if you're living someplace really cold. This one's pretty, this style. This one looks a little more traditional. And again, back to the cold. These almost like remind me of like Hogwarts robes, like what if you were like sleeping, like a sleeping robe. And I don't like the poofy sleeves, so I think we're gonna go with this one. I look good in the green, so I think we'll go with that. So we're going to accept this. I don't know why this arrow is here. Okay, there we go. Now that you have a hero sim, you can embark upon quests. You need to be on a quest to play the game. Open the quest book to choose your first quest. So, right here. Okay, first steps. The dust has finally settled on the construction of a grand throne room. The seeds of a glorious new kingdom have been planted, and soon a civilization would grow and cover the land for miles in all directions. The only thing Pegasus' kingdom needs now was a ruler, someone wise and powerful who could unite people under the kingdom's cause. So select a quest. First steps. You can select any quest on the list. There are dozens of quests in the game, but only a few will be available at a time. Different quests will show up at different times depending how you play. Choose first steps, then click the next button. But there's so many. Fine. Alright, approach. Some quests have multiple ways you can approach them. As your kingdom gains more hero sims, quests will have more available approaches. First steps is only one approach. Choose if you build it. So we've got aspects. Knowledge represents the general education level of the populace, encompassing comprehension, scholarly pursuits in diverse areas like medicine, law, and mathematics. Build a kingdom from the ground up is no simple task. Whoever took on this incredible mission would need to secure resources, hire staff, control the populace, and beat back the criminal element. So we're gonna do it. So finally, you must choose a hero sim for the quest who you will control. Some quests require more than one. For now, you can only choose the Monarch. So, the one we just created. Welcome to live mode. Here's the quest panel. This panel lets you select which sim you're controlling, see your performance on the current quest, get guidance for your current quest. Hover over the guidance icon if you need help. When you're looking inside a building, you will always look through the front wall as you are now. In addition to the camera dial, there are many other controls you can use. Now's a good time to save your game. Okay, I don't need you telling me when to save my game. Now click the pause button to unpause the game and proceed. Don't forget to check the quest guidance icon at any time if you do not know what to do. Okay, we're going to put this back on pause again. Not now. So here's our throne room. The controls are a little wonky, but it's similar to what you guys have probably seen before. So this is my bed, I believe. So you can go upstairs and downstairs. And you can pan and zoom in and zoom out, which you can also just do with the scroll wheel. So we have no responsibilities right now. We're a little hungry. We're a little tired. We're an insomniac, so that's not surprising. Use the floor navigation controls to find the mirror upstairs and then Gussie up. So we can also furnish this as we choose to. So that'll be fun. We've got some stuff just around that we need to work on. And what's this? Quest performance. Quest performance rises when focus is green and falls when focus is red or quest tasks have been ignored. So there's a lot that you kind of need to keep in mind in this game. So she's giving us a message right there at the top. My throne room's complete. The builders have been working hard. The fruits of their labors are evident. I should prepare to meet with Buildmaster Mason. A quick jaunt upstairs to the mirror should suffice. So that's why she wants to go upstairs. But we're actually going to start the quest in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.